the white, sticky milk, and the Indians of the Amazon collect it in the same old way. Motorized modernity must have rubber, but there isn't much modernity here. He works up a big ball by pouring the milk to congeal on it. And here's how your auto tires begin. Then he cooks it, smokes it. Crude and primitive, but the wheels of the auto age run on this. And what would any modern nation do without rubber? Old ways in contrast with young science. Baby planes, and the builders are boys at this miniature air race in Los Angeles. But it's no child's play. Experts of the Department of Commerce are judges, and representatives of the big airlines attend to observe the skill of the young aeronautical engineer.
There it is.
There's a power climb, although the power is only 1/5 of a horsepower. To the boys, a flight can be a sky triumph or a tragedy of aviation. The aeroplane engineering of the future begins right here, as youth learns by study and experiment, trial and error. It's technological fun, but if one of those were to crash into somebody's head, it would be no fun.
Oh, you ought to see what's coming. New Zetty Flash. Down Baxter Way, there's a human alarm clock called Charlie Hughes. Climbs his pole and toots his tooter 5:30 every morning.
Right on the dot.
Hold your hats, kids. Charlie's a mite touched in the head. Monkey Flash. Ball player overtrained in spring workout. Quits the game to take up velocipeding. Safety first, drivers please copy. What a strange pair. A dicky bird and a nally rabbit. Oh-ho, the perp wants to spoil the party. Bad cess to the brute. Wurra, wurra, the pussy poked him. Skiing with skirts on is coming to snooze flushes from Europe. Please, watch the breeze there, lady. Keeping the skirts down. I'm taking the pictures here. Ah, the she's a he. Pardon my high glasses. Cheerio and a smart flash from the seat of trouble. A new game, ladies, called Smite the Smacker. The rules are, always be happy, always be meek. Whenever they smite you, turn the other, do you grasp it?
The latest news flashes in the world of sports.
The Brooklyn Dodgers go into action at Clearwater, Florida, with a revamped pitching staff warming up for the coming National League pennant race. On the sidelines, manager Casey Stengel sizes up the situation with Commissioner Landis. Freddie Frankhouse, a mainstay of the staff, works out with Brooklyn's first-string backstop, Babe Phelps, on the receiving end. Ed Brandt, formerly of the Boston Braves, makes his first appearance in a Dodger uniform. Max Butcher, another newcomer, hails from the Texas League, where he held a strikeout record. George Earnshaw, limbering up with the youngest Brooklyn Giant killer of them all.
Hold your glove there in the middle. Catch it.
That's George Earnshaw, Jr., getting probably the greatest kick of his 11 years as he talks it up for the sole benefit of his dad. At Bradenton, Florida, the St. Louis Cardinals begin limbering up under the watchful eye of manager Frankie Frisch, whose chief concern at the moment is his twirling trio of Haynes, Hallahan, and Roy Tarzan Parmalee, the former Giant ace who comes to the Cards this year in a trade involving Burgess Whitehead. Pepper Martin is also rounding into shape. But hold everything, where are the Deans? Well, Movietone's cameraman finds both Dizzy and Daffy quietly sunning themselves under Florida skies while waiting for the Cards to come to terms in the matter of salary. Dizzy once threatened to plant peanuts and sell them rather than play baseball and get paid off in shells. Say it isn't so, boys. A Victorian diving troupe at Melbourne, Australia gives an exhibition of how it should be done even when diving from a bridge. One doesn't have to be crazy to do this, but it helps. And then through the slow-motion camera, a lingering impression of the artistry in sport. And here we are in New York's Madison Square Garden. Those spots before your eyes are Dean Denton and Rusty Westcoat, a couple of skullbusters having a go at each other while the science of wrestling is rapidly being thrown for a loss. The customers must look comical to him. This has been known to bring down the house. This is no place to play Puss in the Corner, boys. Somebody's bound to be tagged. Oh, call it off, ref. The stars are out.